So just like the Flash, this week went by so quick. I can't believe we're already in the final episode of this 1 week event. Hey everybody, this is David, and today I'm going to be talking about Legends of Tomorrow, Season 2, Episode 7, Invasion. The third and final part of Invasion, or fourth part, depending on if you count Supergirl or not in all of this, which was really just a tease. And I gotta say, this was a nice conclusion to the story arc. I gotta say, I was very interested in where they were going with this, and seeing that there were still consequences happening with their actions. I thought with all the heroes, I guess. It was great seeing all of them dealing with different aspects of it. Cisco even learning himself that, oh crap, you know what? Now I know what it feels like to be in Barry's shoes. I hope this puts an end to emo Cisco. I like Cisco when he's happy. Some of my favorite moments with Cisco in this episode are when he was usually hanging out with Felicity, nerding out about time travel and stuff like that. I love those moments with Cisco and Felicity. Until he goes, a little emo, hating Barry for some reason. Like, he was really angry at Barry. And it's like I said, like, when this whole invasion thing started, I was pretty sure he got over this, like, the third episode of the season. And now he's back to, like, being mad at Barry. It's ever since Caitlin reminded him of Dante. And whatever, I hope this puts the nail on the coffin on that. I hope this is done. I hope emo Cisco is no more. And I hope Cisco now moves on and understands what Barry has been through. Because I swear to, if he starts being mad at Barry next week, I'm going to say, what happened to the character development? What happened to the ending of this episode? So please don't brush this under the rug, writers and producers of these shows. I want to see Cisco back to his normal self next week. I think a lot of people are starting to miss him. Also, I really liked, throughout this entire crossover, I think some of the best stuff is the character moments where characters are interacting. So obviously I like seeing not just Cisco and Felicity, but seeing them interact with Mick and Captain Steel and Vixen, as well as there was a really nice moment between Sarah and Cisco as well. When they were both in the ship together going after that orb or whatever it was, I thought that was really cool. Obviously, the whole battle at the end, that was pretty sweet to see. The special effects, you can tell they raised the bar in this episode. It was with the alien fight, it was really cool seeing, especially Green Arrow in that kind of fight with other heroes. And that's where I think Arrow works best, when he's fighting these far out characters. Not like season 4 of Arrow, where he's fighting Damien Dark on his own. I think when he's surrounded with other heroes, it works better, because seeing the other heroes with powers allows this whole believability factor going on. Like, that's not a stretch. At least he has backup. Like, there was that part where he almost fell off the building and Supergirl was able to save him just in time. I was kind of annoyed that he kind of told Supergirl to stay behind, and then later he kind of okay, they nodded. There wasn't more depth into there. I thought they should have acknowledged more that he was starting to trust her a little bit more. I hope that one day Supergirl does return and we get to see a little bit more Green Arrow Supergirl team up, because I felt there wasn't enough of Supergirl and Oliver, or Kara and Oliver, interacting enough. I want to see more of that. Maybe have Supergirl cross over to Arrow one day for some reason. I don't know what the reason would be, but they kind of set up, I think, that, there was a little talk that they were having at the end where Oliver was telling, we do need a Supergirl on our Earth, and Supergirl was like, yeah, and we would like, I think we would need a Green Arrow as well. And maybe that was a setup for something, I don't know, because I think, why isn't there other characters or doppelgangers on Supergirl's Earth? I think there will be doppelgangers of certain characters on Supergirl's Earth. I think the big hint of that was actually in Supergirl recently when they name dropped Thanagar, the home planet of Hawkgirl and Hawkman, who we know exists in Flash and Arrow's Earth. If that planet also exists in Supergirl's Earth, it does make me wonder, will we see doppelgangers of Arrow, Flash, and the Legends eventually on Supergirl? Also, I like this storyline. I didn't mention it in the first episode with Flash. This storyline of Dr. Stein, learning that he changed something in 1987 that made him have a child now that he wasn't even aware of. And I'm glad he, started accepting that this is his daughter, especially when he started bonding with her a little bit. He tried to keep his distance, but he realized at one point in the episode that, she is my daughter. She's a lot like me, and we are definitely bonding together. So I like that. I thought it was interesting when Captain Steel or Citizen Steel, Vixen and Heatwave went back in time. They saved that alien. That affected the future as well. But also the old guy in the present that we saw in the Flash episode now returned in this one, who seems to be in a government conspiracy type of situation. I thought it was interesting that he was also in the past. I don't think this will be the last time we see of this guy. I think eventually we are going to see, maybe in next year's crossover, I have a feeling we will be seeing the heroes go up against the government. It's a storyline that's happened in Legends of Tomorrow. I mean, it's not Legends of Tomorrow. Smallville did it, and Justice League Unlimited did it. And I have a feeling we'll be seeing that guy again. Interesting enough, in Justice League Unlimited was Cadmus that was trying to start that up. In Smallville, I don't remember. I think it was just the government in general wanted heroes to sign up. So kind of like a civil war, if you will. It could also be, maybe they're setting up something like metahumans versus maybe the vigilante type characters. I was surprised that no mention of Black Siren being kept captive by the Team Flash was mentioned. That could be something that could play out. We do know that next week in Arrow's mid-season finale, they're going to be dealing with the issues of Flashpoint. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that will all be resolved. I did like the ending, though. I really liked the ending when they were all like partying and having a good time together. And the episode closes with Barry and Oliver in a bar together drinking and realizing that the world just continues, their world continues to get stranger and stranger. I'm glad, Oliver and Sarah even had that little heart-to-heart talk where they both realized, man, I can't believe it started with the two of us. But to me, it really started with the Flash. When the Flash came into the picture, that's when things were really changing. And that's what I think that ending there was really symbolizing, with Barry and Oliver together talking and having that little talk. That's where it really started. It started with the two of them. They're like the parents of this universe, and the Legends and Supergirl are like the kids that they have, and now they just adopted Supergirl into the family. Too bad they couldn't do the same thing with Constantine. We only got him for one episode. It would have been cool if he was part of this episode as well. Oh well. Yeah, for what it's worth, I thought this episode was a nice conclusion to this storyline. I can't wait for next week. Next week for Legends looks really cool. It's the mid-season finale of Legends, Arrow, and The Flash next week. It's going to be great, especially since we know in Legends there's a couple of villains showing up. Legion of Doom is growing. Oh no. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. This was a really nice ending. Comment below, guys. Tell me what you thought of the episode. If there was anything that I missed. You know, I know Mick had some really nice one-liners, especially his last line to Caro is really funny to me when he said, "Hey, Skirts, call me." So that was really nice. So comment below and tell me your thoughts on the episode. What did you guys like, didn't like? Let me know. I don't think there was nothing I really didn't like in this episode. I think this was a nice way to tie it all up. And like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, especially if you're a fan of Arrow, The Flash, or Legends of Tomorrow. And check me out on Twitter and Facebook. That will all be in the comment section below. And until next time, guys, take care.